Hello, good morning, and welcome to Fancy Football, or rather, good afternoon, and welcome to Fancy Football. On a Friday morning or afternoon like this, uh, we have our latest transfer on the transfer talks. PSG has have a bid of 200 million euros for Napoli dual Kvaratskhelia and Victor Osimhen. Can they buy these two and bring them to the Parc des Princes? We'll talk about that today. Joshua Zirkzee to have medical. He's currently having his medical in Manchester United, and after then he will go for his holidays and join the team for the preseason. Man United line up Xavi Simons bid. Can United add another Dutchman to their ranks? Let's see. Mechele Delete to Man United, contract signed and deal almost done. I think just some certain paperwork there. Then we'll talk about other transfers, transfer news that are making the headline, and we'll have your say from the comments you have made, from the questions you have answered on today's show. Let's dive into the show proper. As you're following us, watching these videos and watching other of our videos on Fancy Football YouTube channel, please do like, subscribe, comment, and share this video, and it will help us go a long way. Thank you so much for yesterday's support. We just hit 1,000 subscribers if you go to the channel now. So let's keep on subscribing, let's keep on liking. As you join for the first time, if you're a new subscriber, just subscribe to Fancy Football, and we'll bring you the latest on football and the happenings on football. We are still in off season now, as we all know. The Euros will wind down on Sunday, Copa America on Sunday, and we'll go into the preseason. We'll keep on talking about football, and what will happen ahead of next season's opener. But let's see. Let's talk about what we have on ground. The transfer talk is on our plate now. So this is it. Okay, guys, this is what we have. PSG have bid of 200 plus. Let's say 200 plus for Napoli dual, Kvaratskhelia and Victor Osimhen. Now, these two players were the outstanding players 2 seasons ago when Napoli won the Scudetto after 30 years at the Maradona. These players were very, very important, and now PSG want them in their ranks. For Kvaratskhelia, I think he wants to leave PSG. For Osimhen also, they want to leave PSG. Will that be possible? Will it be possible for these players to leave PSG this season? To leave Napoli this season, PSG knows that they need these two players, if they are to challenge for next year's Champions League and the French League on. They need strong partnership up front, not just what they have now, because Kylian Mbappe has gone. You still have Dembele in that team. You still have Brocola. You have Kolomawani. You have who else again? You have some players in the midfield, but you need something else, something different, something refreshing in your team, and that is why I think PSG are going in for this Napoli dual. Can Napoli afford to lose these players? I think yes. Can Napoli afford to let one go and keep one? I also think yes. And who would be the preferred option to be left behind? I think for me, Napoli want to let go of Victor Osimhen and keep Kvaratskhelia in the team. That's what I think. They want to let go of Victor Osimhen and keep Kvaratskhelia in the team. Will they be able to do that? What possibility will they have to do that? That is left for the president to decide and the hierarchy of the club to decide that I want to keep one and let the other one go. Who will go and who will stay? Is it Victor Osimhen that will go, or is it Khvicha Kvaratskhelia that will be going? Can they also afford to sell both of them to PSG? Can they afford to sell these two players to PSG? If you look at Conte's, that's the current manager of Napoli, body language, I just think that he doesn't want Osimhen to stay, and that is why we be hearing rumors left, right, center of a possibility that a deal for Lukaku will be made instantly. They've been doing business. Napoli have been doing their business quietly. They've been signing players. They've been letting some players go. They are just doing house cleaning to see if they could really balance the team based on what Antonio Conte needs. Can they do that? Can they do it by selling these two players also? I think it will be a huge call. Kvaratskhelia want to leave. Victor Osimhen also want to leave. But the body language out there is that Napoli wants to keep one of them. And remember that there was a tweet from Khvicha Kvaratskhelia that he wants a new challenge. He wants something different. And for me, if I was Napoli, I would let these two players leave and get that 200 million is just too big to just to turn a blind eyes on it. You invest 200 million in Napoli now, it will revamp the team. They have a new manager. He knows how to navigate his way navigate his way in the league itself, in the Serie A league itself. So if they sell two of these players to Napoli, to PSG, sorry, then I think to be a good business for them is 200 million plus. If they sell them, to be a good business for them. If they can't sell them off, then there will be an issue going forward. But one has to go. That's what I think. One of the players have to go. One of the players have to be sold, whether they like it or not, to raise money, to balance the team, to ensure that everything in the team is I think is right for them ahead of next season. The preparation is top notch ahead of next season. So I don't know what you think. If you're out there watching us, just let me know what you think about this deal. Do you think that which of these two players you think should be sold between Victor Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia? Which of them do you think will be sold? So between Victor Osimhen and Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, which of these two players do you think should leave the club, or can Napoli afford to leave between these two players? So let me know in this comment section. I'll be waiting for your comment. Let's talk about it. Let's see which player can they afford to lose this next season. So let's move on from that transfer, because we are on a not just on a speed spaceship, but we would like to do our own very, very fast and clean. Let's talk about Joshua Zirkzee. Zirkzee to have Manchester United medicals today. Now the medicals are going on. He will sign today. The club hopefully will present him today or tomorrow. But we know that the medicals are currently going on in Manchester. The player that has been confirmed. The player will sign that contract. He will be unveiled, and he will fly out for his holidays next season. For his holidays, then he will join the team after the 2 weeks holiday, because I think United will be opening their preseason. They'll be starting their preseason this Monday. Everything regarding the next season will start this Monday, including the preseason matches they will be having. Let me just see if I can get the fixtures. Manchester United, if we can get the fixtures down. So this is what they'll be having. On 15th on Monday, July on Monday is Rosenborg versus United, which is tomorrow. Yes, which is on Monday, this Monday, not tomorrow. Sorry. Then they will play against Arsenal on the 28th of July. Yes, August 14th. Then they will have that match with Liverpool on August 14th in the US. Arsenal in the US too. Then finally, let's see what will happen. Then they will play Rangers 20th of July. Okay, 20th of July Rangers, 28th Arsenal, then 1st of August Real Betis, then what else again? Liverpool. Liverpool should be the last game of the preseason. So I think it's all set for them to see. Then they will play the Community Shield on August the 10th. Then immediately on the 16th, they will open the league with Fulham on a Saturday. I think on the Friday, sorry, with Fulham. So I think that's all said and done for United. Their preseason will start. I think the preseason will start with Rosenborg and ends with Liverpool. Then to the Community Shield with City. They start the season on the 16th. So for United, it's they know what they want. They are prepared. They are all prepared for the season, and hopefully we'll see them shine at the end of the day. So let's also look at we'll talk about some other deals. So let me know. I think I asked this question. What will Zirkzee? What will just go and make comment? What will Joshua Zirkzee bring to Manchester United? What will Joshua Zirkzee bring to Manchester United? Joshua Zirkzee bring to Manchester United. So please do go and answer the question. What will he bring to Manchester United? Please do go and answer the question. What will Joshua Zirkzee bring to Manchester United? So let me know what you think about that. So from Joshua Zirkzee, quickly we go to Mitchell Delete to Man United. Contract signed, deal almost done. I think the deal for Delete is almost close. Hopefully he's going to sign a contract in some few days to come. I think the sticking point in that deal is that Bayern, I'll still come back to the Zirkzee deal because a piece of information, Bayern won 50 million euros. They're about 45 million pounds, 45 to 40 million pounds in between. But United wants 45 million pounds with no option, with no add-ons and every other thing. So this is where the deal is. This is where that deal is. I think he will soon be a United player. He's keen to join United. He wants to work with Erik ten Hag. He wants to work. He wants a new environment since the Bayern, the Germany didn't really work for him. He wants to learn more with new ideas. So, and he have good people around him, the Van Nistelrooys, the Erik ten Hag, the other Dutch players that are there in the team that will help him. So I think for the lead, it's a good one for him. That deal will be announced next. I'm sure the deal will be closed next week. And United focus on the next one and on the next one until they are satisfied on the players that they need. So for the lead, deal is done and dusted, signed and sealed. It's just left for the parties to agree on the structure of payment, which I think that is where the sticking point is. The painful point is structure and payment, because not all clubs can afford just to pay just at once. Not all clubs can afford to do that in this current transfer market. So, like for the Zirkzee deal, it's 41 million euros or 41 million pounds spread across 3 years. Bayern will get 50%. They're close to 21 million pounds of that deal for the Zirkzee deal. But for the delete deal, Bayern are not getting anything from that delete deal. And the player is expected, if he signed, if delete signed, United are expected, not the player. The United are expected to play close to 50 million euros for that deal. So let's move on Let's quickly move on. Other news, still on the United, because they are the only one making. They just need, they are the only one. Like I keep on saying, why we have United on the. Though I'm a United fan, but why we have United on the transfer list, because they are the one making the news, and it's so important for us to bring you every news United have out there in regards to the transfer. So for Manchester United lining up Xavi Simons bid, I don't think this transfer will work. I don't think it's work. I don't know who is leaking it out there for Simons, but I don't think United wants to go for Simons. They already have Zirkzee. They don't need Simon. They have two player, a player that can play in the midfield, and also a player that can also, on the other hand, take the ball, score goals as well. Yeah, Harvey Simon can score goals, but Zirkzee is more of a striker, or more of a player that can play behind the striker. So I don't think this deal is possible. Yes, no, he worked with Van Nistelrooy in Manchester United. He worked with him. No, he worked with Van Nistelrooy at PSV Eindhoven when he was in PSV Eindhoven, and Javier was also on loan at that point. So the relationship is there, but it doesn't really mean that if it's every player that's out there that United will go for. So this deal, I don't think is going to happen. I don't think, but if it's happened, it's good. But if it doesn't happen, I don't think it holds any water going forward. So I don't know what you think. So send in your comments as well. Well, finally, let's look at other news making the transfer round. So other news making the transfer round. Arsenal offered the Italian defender Calafiori 40 million euros plus 10 million euros in add-ons. But still, Bologna was 50 million plus a percentage of any future sell as negotiation between the two clubs continues. So, but I don't think why Bologna, Arsenal is not a small club. Arsenal won't agree to that deal. Take it or leave it. At the end of the day, I think Bologna should accept this deal. If Bologna takes this deal, it's a good one for them. 40 million structured payment, then plus add-ons. So they should not be looking for a sell-on clause or a sell-on clause behind it. It is not in their. I don't think it's in their place to look for that deal. But that is what Sky Italia told us on this deal. And Ebola in Portugal confirmed to us that Paris Saint-Germain have offered 70 million euros for Portuguese international João Neves, compared to Manchester United 60 million euros. But Benfica wants a fee closer to the 19 years old 120 million pound evaluation. So Benfica 120 million euros evaluation. So Benfica evaluation of João Neves is 120 million euros. And that is his release clause. It is stated there in his current contract. If you have 120 million euros or something closer to that, then they can talk to you. If United or Paris put in a bid of 100 million euros today, I think it's a deal that even 95 million euros is a deal that can be done between both parties. Yes, it's a deal that can be done. So let's move on. Arsenal also in the news. Arsenal have submitted an open bid for Ajax English goalkeeper Thomas Setford. Arsenal needs a goalkeeper. Definitely, they will definitely allow the second goalkeeper to leave. I think they've given a permanent contract to David Raya, and the second goalkeeper will definitely leave the club next season. So they need a second goalkeeper, and they want this guy to come in as a replacement. So from Tom Setford to Eberechi Eze. For Eberechi Eze, Crystal Palace are determined not to sell him. I think they've already lost Olise. Manchester United and Tottenham have inquired on the player, but they want to keep him. Initially, they said both him and Olise will cost each, or respectively, they will cost 60 million pound each for each of these players. So Eberechi has gone to Bayern now for 60 million pounds. Now it's left for, Olise have gone to Bayern for 60 million pounds. It's left for Eberechi now to sit down and look at where he could really play next season. Is it in United, or will he go to London, play in Tottenham? Who knows? Or elsewhere, or in Arsenal? So that's left for him to decide. Al Ittihad are in talks with Manchester United on the signing of Brazilian midfielder Casemiro. I think they are pushing on, and the United will look at this deal. If they can get 80 million pound for Casemiro from the Saudis, that's good. But 60 million pounds would be good. 60-70 million pounds would be good for Casemiro from the Saudis. Whether it's because he's young or because he's old, well, 60 million pounds would be good. He has a 1-year deal in his hand. I think he's still there. He's still there with respect to age, just 31. So he's still there. If United can get 60 million pounds from him, then it will be a good business. But I don't think United should sell him. That's what I think. Let's move on. Chelsea have ended their pursuit for Atletico Madrid Spanish striker Samu Omorodion. I think it was blowing hot with Samuel Omorodion earlier when the transfer news opened. Chelsea were eager to do the deal. Chelsea were eager to bring in a striker. But the moment they signed Chelsea signed Gohi, I think that deal for Gohi for 6 million pounds, for 6 million euros for Gohi, just automatically ended their pursuit for Samuel Omorodion. So for Samuel Omorodion, I don't think that deal will work. Somebody else should take up the player. It's relatively unknown. I just think so. It's relatively unknown. So that is it. Burnley have completed all documents for the signing of Lucas Pereira from Santos in Brazil. So they have completed all documents and the deal will be done. That's what is being reported by Fabrizio Romano now as we speak. That deal should be done very soon. Burnley wants to come back immediately to the Premier League, instantly to the Premier League as they've dropped down. They still have what it takes to do that. So hopefully, let's see how this transfer story will go. Okay, guys, let me know what you think. If you are if you have joined us on the transfer talk today, and hopefully we will see what will be done in terms of deals and transfer news still. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with us today on the show. We'll see you by 4:15 p.m. this evening when we'll talk more on the transfer talk with Nonso Adenzechi. He will tell us, he will give us more updates about going in and going out, and we'll talk more extensively on the players that are on the move. Thank you for being part of the show once more, and we'll see you in the evening. I am Nonso.